They hurt you, didn't they? Real bad. I can see it in your eyes. Empty, broken, like someone reached into your chest and ripped out your heart piece by piece. Heh. People are good at that, you know. Making you believe they care, that they're there for you. They hold out their hands, offer you their friendship, love, loyalty, but in the end, they screw you over, and they do it with a smile, like it's just another day. And you took it. You let them stab you again and again. You let them walk all over you because you thought maybe, just maybe, they didn't mean it. Maybe they'd change. Maybe you'd get that apology, that redemption, that moment when they finally wake up and realize they hurt you. Guess what? They never will. They won't wake up. They won't see what they did to you. And even if they did, they wouldn't care. But you care, don't you? Deep down, it burns. It eats at you, makes you question who you are, why you're never enough. And here's the kicker. You think it's your fault. Yeah, I know that feeling. I know what it's like to be the punchline of someone else's joke. To be nothing but a toy in someone's sick little game. But here's where we draw the line. They hurt you, but they'll never hurt you again. You want to know why? Because from now on, you're the one who decides who gets close, who gets a piece of you. Not them, not anyone else. You're done playing the victim, done letting them twist the knife. You take that pain, that anger, and you turn it into something powerful. You see, pain, real pain, is a gift. It's not something to shy away from. No. Pain is clarity. Pain is a reminder of what they did to you and what you will never let them do again. You see, the thing about people is they love to play innocent. They love to act like they didn't know what they were doing, like all the hurt they caused was just some big misunderstanding. But you know better now, don't you? Yeah, you see the truth. They knew. They always knew. Every lie, every betrayal, every time they looked you in the eyes and told you things were fine, they knew exactly what they were doing. And you let them get away with it. You gave them the benefit of the doubt, because that's what you've been trained to do your whole life. Be nice, be patient, be forgiving. But where did that get you? Nowhere. It's time to stop pretending, to stop playing by their rules. You ever wonder why they keep coming back? Why the same people who hurt you are always lurking around the corner, ready to take another shot? It's because they know you're soft. Yeah, you act tough, put on a good front, but deep down, they know they've got you wrapped around their little finger. They can feel it, the doubt, the second guessing. Every time you hesitate, every time you wonder if you're overreacting, that's where they sink their teeth in. They know you'll give them another chance, that you'll let them off the hook, because you're too busy worrying about being the bigger person. The bigger person gets crushed under the weight of their own damn kindness. It's time to stop being that person. You've got to understand something. In this world, nobody's gonna hand you anything. Nobody's gonna look out for you. Everyone's too busy taking care of themselves. You're either the one doing the hurting, or you're the one getting hurt. And I know, you've been told that's not how it works. That life's not some dog-eat-dog world. But it is. It always has been. The difference now is that you know it. You're done pretending there's good in everyone. Some people, they're just poison. They'll drain you, break you, and when they're done, they'll move on to the next victim, never looking back. But you're not a victim anymore. You've been through the fire. And from here on out, you do the choosing. You decide who gets close, who gets a piece of you. And trust me, not many will deserve it. The hardest part? Letting go of the idea that they'll ever care. They won't. They didn't care when they lied to you. They didn't care when they used you. They didn't care when they left you broken. That's the reality. And you have to let that sink in. You have to stop looking for closure, for some grand apology that's never coming. You have to stop waiting for them to admit they were wrong. They won't. They're too busy living their lives, too busy moving on like you never even mattered. But you've got to take all that pain and make it mean something. You've got to turn it into a shield, into armor, so thick that nothing they say or do can touch you anymore. The best part? They'll never see it coming. They think they've got you figured out, that you're always gonna be the one waiting by the phone, hoping for that apology, hoping for them to make things right. But when they come back, and trust me, they always come back, you won't be there. You'll be long gone, you'll have moved on, not in the way they expect, but in a way that makes you untouchable. You'll be stronger, colder, smarter, and that'll haunt them. Because in the end, the real power isn't in revenge. It's in knowing that you've become something they can't hurt anymore, something they can never touch again. And that's what makes you unstoppable. I know what you're thinking. But Joker, what do I do with all this anger? You use it. You don't drown in it. You don't let it crush you. No. You make it your fuel. Every time you remember what they did, you get a little stronger. You get a little more dangerous. You stop waiting for someone to save you, because no one's coming. No one ever does. You stop expecting the world to be fair, because it's not. Fairness is a fairy tale for suckers. You've been hurt more than once, and each time you let it knock you down. Each time you crawled back to them, hoping they'd change. But they didn't, did they? They never do. They just keep taking. And you know why? Because you let them. You made yourself easy to hurt. Yeah, I said it. You were weak, and they knew it. They smelled it on you like blood in the water, and they tore you apart without a second thought. But you're not weak anymore, are you? No. You've been through the fire. You've been burned, scarred, left for dead. And now you're something else. You're not the victim anymore. You're the one in control. You're the one who decides who gets close, who gets to see that heart of yours. You've got a wall around it now, don't you? Built it brick by brick. Every betrayal, every lie, just another stone in the fortress. Good. You need that wall. You deserve that wall. It's what keeps the wolves out. And trust me, there are always wolves. People who smile in your face, pat you on the back, but the second you turn around, they're sharpening the knives. They're out there, right now, waiting for you to let your guard down, but you won't. Not anymore. You're done with the games, done being the nice guy, the one who forgives and forgets. Nah, that version of you, dead and buried. You've got something now that they can never take from you. Strength. The kind that comes from being broken, from being torn apart, and still getting back up. That's power. Real power. And they'll never understand it. Because they've never been where you've been. They've never felt the kind of pain you felt. That's why they'll never see you coming. You, with your scars and your broken heart, you're the most dangerous person in the room now. Because you've got nothing left to lose. You're at a crossroads now, right? This is where it all changes. This is where you decide who you're going to be. Are you going to keep being that person they can hurt? The one who keeps holding on to hope, waiting for the world to change, waiting for them to wake up and realize what they did to you? Or are you going to take that knife they left in your back and use it to carve out your own path? It's not about revenge. No, that's too easy. They're not worth your energy, not worth another second of your time. Revenge keeps you chained to them, keeps you focused on their actions. And you're bigger than that now. You're smarter. You've tasted the bottom, felt the weight of betrayal, and now it's time to rise. Not because they deserve your forgiveness, but because you deserve your freedom. You see, the real power comes when you realize that their actions don't define you. They don't own you. You've given them enough of your mind, enough of your heart, but that's over now. You get to decide who you are from this point forward. The pain they caused? Yeah, it's real, and it's always going to be a part of your story. But it doesn't have to be the whole story. You're not the broken person they left behind anymore. You're the survivor, the one who walked through the fire and came out the other side. And from here on out, it's not about proving anything to them. They don't even matter. It's about proving something to yourself. The people who hurt you, they're going to keep living their lives like nothing happened. They'll keep smiling, keep pretending like they're the heroes of their own story. But the truth is, they're stuck in their own cycle of lies, of betrayal, of taking and taking until there's nothing left. But you've broken free from all of that. You're not tied to their version of reality anymore, and that scares them, because deep down, they know they can't control you. They can't manipulate you. They can't drag you back into their little games. You've built your wall, fortified your mind, and now you stand alone, not in isolation, but in strength. So here's the truth. They hurt you, but they'll never hurt you again. Not because they've changed, but because you have. You've taken everything they threw at you and turned it into something they can't touch. You've become the version of yourself they never saw coming. And that's the real power. Not vengeance, not anger, but peace. The kind of peace that comes when you realize they have no hold on you anymore. The kind of peace that comes when you stop waiting for justice and create your own. It's a funny thing, isn't it? The moment you stop giving them power, they lose all of it. And that's the moment you win. Not with a bang, not with a shout, but with silence. The silence of knowing they can't reach you anymore. The silence of walking away, head held high, knowing that you're finally free. Let them try to hurt you again. Let them try. But this time, you'll be ready. You'll see it coming a mile away. You've learned the game. You've learned what it takes to survive. And when they come for you, when they try to sink their claws into you again, you'll smile. Because this time, you hold the power. This time, you decide who gets hurt, and it won't be you. They hurt you, but they'll never hurt you again. That chapter's over, and the new you, oh, they're not ready for that. They're not ready for the version of you that walks away from the ashes stronger than ever, with nothing left to fear. They can't hurt you anymore, because now you know the truth. The only person who can hurt you now is you. And you're done letting that happen.